Hello and welcome to the Rock Dojo. My name is Brian Parham and I'll be your guitar sensei. Welcome back to the 10-day guitar jumpstart, where I help you jumpstart your guitar playing skills over the next 10 days. This is now week. So if you missed any of last week's videos, just scroll down on the Rock, after this video, watch this video, and then scroll down the Rock Dojo page. You'll see days 1 through 5 already filmed. We're live with day 6. Today I'm going to cover open power chords, but before we dive in, I just want to say anyone can learn to play the guitar. It's not a matter of being born with incredible God-given talent. Anybody with the right resources and the right amount of focus can learn to play the guitar. If I was going to start the guitar over today, these are the skills that I would be working on. And it's not a lot of skills that you need to know in order to get into the game and to play really solid guitar. So one of those skills is open power chords. So let's talk about a power chord. Well, a power chord is a 2-note chord consisting of a root and a fifth. Now, for those of you who might have studied music theory before, you might know that all music theory is basically derived from the major scale in the key of E. That's going to be where we first learn our first power chord. The major scale is, that's Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. And trust me, you do not want to hear me sing that scale. That's why I play the guitar. Anyways, so those notes are E. I'm going to say it in numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to stop right there because a power chord is simply a root and a fifth together. So that's the technical definition of a power chord. It's just a root and a fifth, or the first and the fifth scale degree of any chord. But when you play it in the open position, what's really cool is it's like the lazy man's guide to sounding like AC/DC or any classic rock band. So you just take your index finger, you put it on the 2nd fret of the A string, and you're going to play the E and the A string together. Yes, Sophie, thank you. Can you move back? Yes. Hopefully, let me know if that's good. But there's your power chord right there. I'm playing an E power chord. It's literally 2 notes. I'm playing the open E string. That's why it's called an E power chord. And I'm playing the fifth in the scale degree of E, which is a B note. E and a B together, or the root and the fifth together, gives you that huge power chord sound. It's like a jet engine taking off. Now here's the really cool thing about the open power chord. So this is an open E power chord. If we just move everything down 1 string set, I'm not going to go over the music theory. Again, a power chord is a 2-note chord based on the root and the fifth. That's all you need to know. But most importantly, you just need to know how to play it. So take your index finger now and put it on the 2nd fret of the D string, and you're going to play your A and D string together. Just a 2-note chord. That's an A power chord because the A note is open. And by the way, there's basically 2 different types of chords on the guitar. There are open chords. Open chord just means it uses an open string, and then there are movable chords. Now, a movable chord is a closed note voicing, which means there are no open strings, so you can just move them around on the guitar. Open strings are a little bit more complicated, in some way easier, in some way harder, but we'll talk about movable power chords tomorrow for day number 7 of the 10-day jumpstart. But going back to that A power chord, we have the open A string in the 2nd fret of the D string, and we got open A. So far we have an E power chord, and we have an open A power chord, and we're going to finish it off with your 3rd chord, an open D power chord. I want you to take a moment and see if you can figure this out. Do you got it yet? All right, the open D power chord is we're going to take our index finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, and we're going to play the D and G strings together. That's our open D power chord. So those are your three power chords. Open E as in Eddie, open A as in 8, and open D as in Dynamite. Now that you know those three chords, let's put them together in a kind of a cool sounding progression. It's going to go E, D to A. It's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. E, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, 3, 4. A, 2, 3. Back to E. Again, E chord. Together. It's kind of fun to put on a drum track or a metronome. I'm a huge fan of the Beat Buddy. So I'm going to put on a Beat Buddy drum loop here. And what the Beat Buddy is basically, it's a drummer and a pedal. And I have it on my floor here. And we're going to play this practice together. I'll count you in. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's your E, D, A power chord. And let me just give you one other tip. If you listen to any AC/DC or Led Zeppelin or any of that classic rock stuff, they do something really cool with the open power chord. This is an awesome trick. So you're just going to take your open E power chord or your open A power chord, either one of those, or even open D eventually. But if you play with, so you're using your index finger, and I should have mentioned this before, but you're using your pointer finger, and here's why. You want to have your middle finger of doom ready to play these really explosive notes. They're the killer notes that'll make you sound instantly like rock. So you have your E power chord. Yeah, let me just demo it first. So what I did there, I took my middle finger and I played the 3rd fret of the low E string. It's a G note, but it doesn't matter. Just think about open E power chord. You can play your 3rd fret of the G string, or of the low E string, excuse me. So it goes like this. You can practice like this. And for bonus points, you can slightly bend it down. And then just get creative with it. You can write your own riffs with just that little move. And the other thing you could do is switch from the E power chord with that G note to the A power chord. That's kind of a really cool transition. So there you have it, E, D, A. You learned one killer move, taking your middle finger. I should have pointed at you. Your middle finger right there. I don't want to be rude. Put it on the 3rd fret of the low E string, and you got your E, D, open A power chord. I should also mention, I don't want to get too far into this, but you can also try it on the 3rd fret of the A string and just see what happens. It might also sound cool. I'll leave that up to you to experiment. So there you have it. Don't forget to download your free PDF that comes along with this. Get the 10-day Jumpstart. It's like an 11-page document that I prepared for you that takes you through all the skills that you need to get into the game and begin rocking out on the guitar. And please, if you enjoy this video, please share it with your friends, with anybody who might be interested, and leave a comment. I would love to know. What would you like to learn? What is your biggest challenge? Let me know and I'll turn it into a future Facebook Live video. And remember, every guitar master was once a beginner. The more you practice, the better you will become. Rock!